explain why we're not getting any comments. Thank you.
Welcome. If you just joined on YouTube or LinkedIn or Twitter, go ahead and comment. I forgot to go live earlier because, professional. I did a thing scared today. I didn't get a yes, but I didn't get a no. Even if you got a yes or even if you got a no, that you did a thing scared is the actual definition of courage. Congratulations. That's a big deal. Actually, one of the things that I was thinking about doing tonight is going back to Notion on my own. I know we probably might have Vicky in here, so I probably have guardrails that if I get completely stuck, I can ask someone. But my challenge with Notion right now isn't how to set it up. It's set up enough that I can start doing stuff with it. My challenge with Notion is it's at the part where I actually have to return to it and put in the Icky Work. So it's not quite taking action in the face of fear like you did, Mimi, but it is resisting doing something fun and sexy and choosing to do something that I actually need to get done. And here's why I need to get it done. Now that you're live, Vicky is here. Awesome. I've got enough projects and I've got enough shift in what I want to do in 2026, where I want to be more intentional. I want to make some fucking money. I want to not be so willing to give into the fear, right? I want to have a good, courageous year, a good, solid, make it happen year. And part of that requires doing the Ick work, doing the work that doesn't feel as sexy. JJ, same Kyle, same. Yeah, it's like, I mean, starting out the new year with like, okay, we're gonna kick ass in 2026. It's like great, and then the next day shows up. You're like, okay, what are we gonna do now? What are we gonna? So you're with me, right? No, I'm just all on my own still. Yeah, man. If you're gonna do the shit, you actually have to do the shit. In my case, my big epiphany was I have a lifetime of, I'm really good at starting projects, and then I think of them like cars. Like I design and build a car. Like I'm good. And then I get out of the driver's seat and I get in the back seat. I don't drive it. So this year is going to be about finding ways to be in the driver's seat. Being in the driver's seat. Really owning what that means. Sometimes that means taking responsibility for shit you didn't do. Sometimes that means not relying on other people to make decisions that you know are yours to make. Can you drive the black bar back on? I could. And I could also flip cameras. Let me see. There we go. That's better for you TikTokers, right? That's good. Okay, hang on a sec. Hang on, people. There's schmutz to be smushed. All right, how's that? Is that better? Uh-oh. What have I done? What have I done? Yeah, it's better. Okay. Beautiful. Where is he going? I'm just going to wipe the Pavan. I too hope I can earn a bit of money with AI. You can make money with ChatGPT. I'm okay with just 10 million US per hour to start. Yeah, 10 million US should get you through the weekend. I actually, before I dive in and do my distasteful work, I do want to share something with you. I made a video today on TikTok, and I also posted it on LinkedIn. And then I went to boost it on LinkedIn because I actually think it's important enough that it's worth sharing more widely. And LinkedIn rejected it because I say the F word in it. But I want to talk about that. And then I'm going to dive into the work I have to do on Notion. Actually doesn't have anything to do with Notion, but I'll tell you what it's going to be so you can prepare to take a nap now. Okay, so Vicky helped me set up. I've got these things called, I forget what they're called and what I called them, but like large project groupings, and then I have projects underneath those. Like Kyle writing might be a group project, and then Sydney might be a project underneath that, and a book might be a project underneath that. And so I've got a set of folders on my hard drive that follow a hierarchy, and I want to make sure that my Notion folders follow the same hierarchy so that there's some consistency between them, so it's not all fucking confusing. And while that might sound simple to some of you, the thought of that to me is one of those things, just like, you know, grinding, I don't know, sand into a wound. It's just very distasteful. And so it's just going to be me doing that. Now, what I am likely going to discover is that it's less of a big deal than I make it out to be, which one of my experiences in life is the anticipation is always way more intense than the reality. Kyle, that's tantamount to brain rewiring. Yeah. And listen, here's what I'm not doing. What I'm not doing is I'm not trying to turn myself into a project manager, right? But what I am trying to do is say that as part of my daily practice in professionalizing my work in AI, I think one of the downsides of AI is that it so easily allows you to start new shit. And then if you don't have a decent place to put that shit where you can go find it again, then it's just chaos. Then it's just noise and madness. And so this is, you know, if I had not witnessed Cindy Kuhn get her act together on this, and people like Vicky that are figuring this stuff out, who also have, you know, similar neurospicy elements. I truly believe that organizing content for others will be a future job. That's actually not a bad idea, Kelly. I do not disagree with you. Now, what I would say is that AI is going to get good enough that you may not need to organize stuff. But I think that's ultimately a pipe dream because I don't know. I don't know, man. That's a fascinating one. Maybe it's not even so much that AI can't organize it, it's that you hire someone to just help you think about how you want to organize things. I've thought about this for a while, that the idea of hierarchical folder structures, like, it makes sense when we as humans have to dig through stuff, but it stops making sense when the hierarchy gets so complicated that our brains can't handle it. Well, with the exception of the Dewey Decimal System. But, you know, there's people in there whose job it is to just organize shit. But if you have a tool that can find anything and knows everything about you, do we need to organize stuff? Right now, we do. So right now, I'm going to learn fucking Notion. I'm going to get it together. I'm going to learn Notion. So that's what we're going to do tonight. All right. I predicted prompt movies 2 years ago because I wanted to watch Die Hard in Lego. This is place I can rest my poor head, to gather my thoughts in sweet silence. And this is place where the feelings on dead, from an overexposure to violence. Is this a place I can slowly face, the only one I truly can know? These are tears from a long time ago. Got these tears from a long time ago. I need to cry 30 years or so. These are tears from a long time ago. Okay, let's get going. So one exciting moment, one exciting thing for me personally is I saved up some shekels and I got myself a new gaming PC so that I could do sim racing again. Don't worry, I'm not going back to sim racing 5 nights a week instead of this, because this replaced my sim racing. But I want to occasionally race again, and I had blown out my hand-me-down computer from one of my boys. I got a freebie graphics card from the internet, and it blew up my computer. so I haven't been able to race. So I went to Costco and I got myself a pre-built PC, and it's got a decent graphics card in it. So I'm going to be able to do local AI stuff. I'm not going to get into open source deeply, but I do want to understand what's possible and what's possible with basically a gaming PC. I still prefer the large screen of YouTube, but I keep TikTok open so I can read the comments. Let's make a new platform. Oh, actually, you know what, Tom Nodler, Mr. Forever Hooked, that would be like an interesting TikTok tube. That would be an interesting vibe coding app, wouldn't it? Do both of them have APIs? I think both of them do. I don't know if TikTok does. They may not. Okay. I can't leave you. I wish I could leave you. Okay, I want to show you all something. Let me go share my screen. Let me go share the screen. I guess I'll do entire screen because I'm going to be bouncing around a bit. Okay, let's see. Where did I respond? I did a reply. Did I do a reply? I think I did a reply. AI models are killing critical thinking. Are they? Okay, here's this graph from. Okay. So here's the comments. This is on Hacker News, Y Combinator. Excuse me. Got a little garbity gook in the old throat. All right. Oh, Bunny Cat sent gifts on TikTok. Thank you very much, Bunny Cat. Oh, a hat and a mustache. Thank you so much. That is lovely. I appreciate that. Oh, I am so excited to hear you say this. I started playing with Olama and anti-gravity. Oh, that's cool. So here's what I did. I cheated. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Bunny Cat. One of the things that I have told you all for years is get your ass in community, right? and why do we do that? Well, maybe there's some day where you get yourself a gaming PC that has a graphics card in it that can do AI. Well, what do you do next? You could just go ask ChatGPT, but if you know someone like Brent Peterson, who's been building stuff on open source models for 3 years at a world-class level, you could just drop Brent a little DM on LinkedIn and go, hey, buddy, what's the first thing I should install? And he just flippin' answered it. It's LM Studio is what he recommends. So LM Studio basically gives you like a ChatGPT like interface. And then you can basically just download different models and you just basically switch between models and you use it just like ChatGPT. So that's LM Studio. And then the other thing he recommended was Pinocchio, which if you don't know Pinocchio, it basically, if you really want to set up like any decent local AI model, you've got to set up like Python libraries and Python servers and dependencies. And I don't know, there's all this shit you got to set up. And that's exactly the reason why I don't play with open source, is because I could give two shits about that level of geekery. I don't care. I don't care. What Pinocchio does is it just automates all of that. So geeks that love that stuff, they put together a little framework of here's all the dependencies you need, here's all the tools you need to install, and the Pinocchio just installs that shit for you. Just goes and does it. I haven't actually played with anything on Pinocchio yet, but those are the two things I have. So where's Pate? I'm lost already. Oh man. Okay. I started with LM Studio. Wait till you have the power to handle it. Fried my MacBook Air. That's hilarious. That's great. Yeah, MacBook Airs weren't meant for a lot of high data throughput. Okay, so this is the response board to this this graph. Wait, where is it? Is this it? Yeah, this graph. So let me make this bigger. So this graph is funny. I made a video about this morning about this is a graph of Substack. And Vicky Baptiste was like, are you sure? Seems like Substack's doing pretty good. I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm doing, Vicky. And then I went and looked at the graph and it's not Substack. It's Stack Overflow. But it had a stack in it. In my defense, it did have a stack in it. So I had to re-record my video that talked about Substack and delete it. Substack's doing fine. This is Stack Overflow. Here's what I wanted to share with you about this graph. So Stack Overflow started in 2008, and this is their graph of number of questions asked. I assume this is maybe quarterly. This is 2 years across here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. Okay, so it's monthly. So this is monthly messages. They peaked at around 207,000 monthly messages. They're down to 321. So it just fell off a cliff. Right here is the end of 2022. So that's the beginning of ChatGPT. And what Stack Overflow is this is a site where programmers ask each other questions, like the question I asked Brent Peterson. If it was a real substantive question, I would go to Stack Overflow and I would say, hey, who knows how to handle a memory overflow error with this programming language and this kind of configuration? And some nerd in there would figure it out and tell me, and everything would be happy. They're basically non-existent, right? So what strikes me about this graph, we've been talking a lot in here about making money. Well, not a lot. In the past 2 weeks, we've talked, the subject of making money has come up, that we've all put in a lot of time, and we've got some expertise and we've got some credibility, and we're sort of combining what we used to do with our AI, and we've got some knowledge there, and that's all good. This is an example of a community that has very, very high knowledge demands. And the people asking other people for that knowledge is non-existent, because knowledge is now a commodity that we can ask a large language model for. And the implication of this is not just going to be limited to programmers. This is going to be every kind of knowledge. If you're an expert business consultant, change management consultant, creative director, project manager, you've got 20, 30 years of experience. Historically, how you would market yourself is say, I've got these skills. I've got this knowledge. And historically, someone would go, I need a project manager. I need someone with expertise in project management. And they would go look and they'd say, oh, they've got 20 years of experience here. Well, they're not asking those questions anymore, because if they need just basic knowledge about stuff, they can go ask ChatGPT. If they want to vibe code an app, they can go vibe code an app. It doesn't mean that no one's going to hire other people. I think there's going to be lots of hiring that goes on. But I think that how people get hired is going to change dramatically. So instead of me thinking, I've got to find someone who's good at Photoshop, or who's good at, has experience with this, has these kind of skills, I'm going to hire them for very different reasons. I'm going to assume that because of AI, if they're decently AI literate, they're going to be able to figure out the knowledge stuff, the tactical stuff, the execution stuff, the expertise stuff. Well, why am I going to hire them? Well, I'm going to hire them for their soft skills, right? There's always been this talk in the work world of soft skills and hard skills. Hard skills are, here's the shit I know how to do. Soft skills are like, you're not an asshole. You've got integrity. You follow through on things. You give a shit about the end product, and as Liz Miller-Gershfeld says, the fidelity of the idea. I'm not going to hire Liz because she's great at this tool or that tool, or being able to edit things together. I'm going to assume that she can figure that stuff out because of AI. I'm going to hire her because I know that she's personally cares deeply about understanding what we're trying to accomplish and maintaining the fidelity of that idea. And so the reason I'm sharing this is that, the more I learn about what's coming and what's here, the more important than ever it seems to be part of a community like this one, part of the AI Salon, that getting your voice heard so people understand that you're passionate and you're that you have integrity, and that you are someone you'd want to hang out with is really important stuff. The implications for education are huge. That's why I'm positioning myself out of teaching and into AI for higher education. Yep, that makes sense to me. Biology is the next big target, in my humble opinion. Lots of companies looking for biology PhDs to check AI biology output. Oh yeah, especially cell bio. Yeah, and that'll even be temporary, because at some point, simulation, we're understanding world simulation is going to be so strong that the AI is going to be able to run experiments virtually that match what happens in the world. So you'll need less and less of those people verifying that science, because it'll be so much farther down the road. And then when we have physical robots, maybe you even have labs that can do all that stuff. But again, it goes back to, we're going to hire people, but we're going to hire them for different reasons. So anyway, big thanks to AI Salon. Amazing and mind-blowing contributors. Yeah, exactly. AI Salon helped me find someone in my field, archetypal architect, hoping to make an impact. Great. Beautiful. Yeah, so if you're not a member of the AI Salon, go to community.thesalon.ai and join. It doesn't cost anything. You can join what's called the AI Salon Mastermind, and that's where we're working on designing our daily practices. And I'm turning this channel into an expression of my daily practice, a place where I can practice being more intentional with AI. And so I'm really excited about that. Tomorrow night, if you missed AI Festivus, we have a really fun AI Salon Presents tomorrow night. So from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Mountain Time, we are bringing back, I think, what did we end up with, Brandon? Like a dozen speakers from AI Festivus? Something like that? See, yeah. We have like a dozen people, including Kelly Besh and Brandon will be there. Brandon will be bringing people up. A bunch of people that spoke at Festivus are going to be just doing like a little 5-minute recap of what they talked about at Festivus, and then talking about what are their thoughts for 2026. What are their predictions? What are their thoughts? So it should be a really good session, and just a lot of love in the room, because the presenters at Festivus did really great, and people just love them. There's Joy Purdy's going to be there, and Rick and Erica Hanna, Puke Rainbows. I don't know if she's here tonight, but she was here the other night giving me all sorts of shit. I would be nowhere in my AI knowledge without this community. Thanks all. Yeah, and it's funny, like the people that are active in the community, if I think about, if I want to do something, I know the people in the community who show up, right? And I know the people in the community who are curious and adventurous and think, intelligently and think critically. And so if it comes time at some point for me to hire people, I'm going to be able to go, who do I know in here? I'm not going to go to fucking LinkedIn. Who's got the right resume for this set of skills that I want? No. Okay. Are we allowed to post the link here? Which link? To the AI Salon? Yes. In fact, it's on screen right now. Community.thesalon.ai. Here, right here. Right here. Yeah, there you go. Oh, beautiful. Oh, the link directly to the event tomorrow. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. So there's if you go to just the basic AI Salon Mighty Network site, the community, and click on the events tab, you will also see it in there. All right. Let's go. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. I'm avoiding what I said I'm going to do next. I don't want to do it.
Hey, Kyle.
Yes.
Wait, I'm going to help you avoid it, because we have some weekend homework to grade.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, good.
That was my way of trying to tell you, let's go to the salon.
Oh, let's go. That's right. Where am I going? Look what I made, and community feed.
It's mostly in Look What I Made.
Okay, cool. For homework, Joy Purdy, I've decided. Wait, let's go see where we've got. Okay, there's one. Ooh, this one's cool. Weaver doing some cool stuff in here. All right, we'll go look at this in a second. Lori Blair, Brandon Tidd, silly song I made. What's this? Weaver, another one. Real triplets or Beal tip triplets, mod 2100. Weaver geeking out. That's gorgeous. Weaver's in the comment. It's a great site, by the way. Oh, the community site? Thank you. That's we have Andy Scarantino to thank for the organization of the salon right now. She's really good at figuring that stuff out. Okay, this is a Suno song from Brandon, a silly song I made for the tidbits. those are the Brandon Tidd children, I'm guessing, because he calls them the tidbits. All right, here we go. Oh, something went wrong. Please try refreshing the page. All right, that's good, but I got to share this different. Hold, please. All right, so this is a chillin' song for Brandon's kids.
I'm swimming in the snow with my flippers on tight, wearing shades in the dark of the middle of night. I'm eating hot soup from an ice cream cone, calling everyone loudly on a silent phone. Nothing makes sense and that's just fine, when everything backwards feels right on time. It's the opposite day parade. Hooray, hooray. Up is down and night is day. Laugh it loud, don't be afraid. Come and play in the opposite day parade.
So Brandon, I have a question for you. So this is turning into your soundtrack for your car. Have you created songs that you've played so much now that you can't stand them anymore?
We're getting there. But the kids will request actual, like they will be singing them here, and they will be like requesting them by name. So
wow.
I want to hear, like, oh, I want to hear this song. This one's a bit campy. This is probably the campiest one that we created.
Yeah,
it's catchy, and we only created it a week ago, so it's still in hot rotation.
This is still nice and fresh. I like it. That's awesome.
The one above mine, though, I think it was from Silver Fox.
This one,
it absolutely amazing. So much better than my AI Salon.
No, yours is what it reminded me of is like a Wiggles song, or like one of those things where you're like, you know, this has been foisted on my family. I should not have to deal with this, but you foisted it on yourself. So
yes, we were the foisters.
That's awesome. All right, let's listen to Silver Foxes. By the way, if you're wondering what we're doing, we on Friday night date night, we give homework for the weekend, and so we just said, hey, this weekend go make something nice and post it into Look What I Made, and so that's what people have done. Okay, let me go play this song. Do you feel me? Okay.
We used to be electric, summer on our skin. Now every hour's your day feels paper thin. Your voice is right there, but it's miles away. Like we're both holding goodbye back every day. I scroll through our laughter like it's evidence, trying to prove we were real, not just accidents. Your eyes don't land the way they used to do, and I hate how that hurts. I hate me for it too. Do you feel me when you don't reach for my hand? When your silence is We don't even fight like we mean it anymore. Just sharp little words, then we stare at the floor. You say you're fine, like it's easier to lie. I say whatever, but I'm dying inside. You look past me like I'm background noise. I miss the way you used to say my name like a choice. And I can't tell what's worse, you letting go or me still open your door. Do you feel me when you don't reach for my hand? When your silence says stop, but your heart says I can. We're sad and we're angry, we're breaking into. You were my always, and I'm losing you. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? Don't tell.
That's so good. It's so good. I think 2026 is going to be a really interesting year. It became pretty apparent in 2025 that there are absolutely AI haters with all of the music generation tools, but you also had Warner Music and Universal Music quasi-buying, basically suing their way into owning major stakes of Suno and Udio. So the music industry is invested in these technologies. And there's a lot of musicians who've embraced AI as a component in the chain of craft of making songs, like taking old snippets or ideas from songs, turning them into tracks, and then splitting them into stems and sort of, recreating them, but absolutely using AI in the flow. I think 2026, that's going to get way more apparent or way more visible. And I don't think it's going to be, I hope not, that it's going to be just, years and years and years of people screaming about it. We'll see. Joy's video, the Notion Motion. I want to look at Weaver's graphics here. These are cool. The Riemann hypothesis. Oh wait, I'm not sharing my screen. Navier-Stokes PDEs. So these are like math proofs, prime patterns, or math concepts that are visualized with cool light. This is super cool. Iterative dynamics. Collatz. Oh yeah, the old iterative dynamics. When I studied iterative dynamics in acting school, we did a lot of Collatz theorems. We worked those out a lot. Algebraic geometry. If I get one more A in algebraic geometry, that would be one. All right. Let's see. What's this one? Lock discoveries. I'm telling Pate. Don't tell Pate that I'm making fun of math people. Oh, the diaphantine equations. Man, if I had a nickel for every diaphantine equation I solved, I would still be broke. Prime patterns. These are cool. These are beautiful. Wow. Huh. I think this is just when I see stuff like this, I'll tell you how ignorant I am with math. I see stuff like this and I'm like, they're just making this shit up. This isn't real. No one does this. Those movies where they write shit on the board, Matt Damon writing in the hallway, that's not real. That's a whole nother life I get to explore. I'll deal with that next time around. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, Joy Purdy's going to be on a podcast tomorrow. Oh, with Ken Wiseman. That's great. Cool. Beautiful. Yeah, if you can put that in the thing. We're talking about the maths. Although I don't know if you know this, but I am a polymath. I thought for years a polymath was someone like Weaver who knew about theorems and shit. And, numbers to the power of numbers and letters and things. That's not what it is. A polymath is someone who's good at many things. Math means many things. So I'm a polymath, even though I'm horrible at math. It makes me. It's one of the things that made me happy in 2025 was I discovered that I'm a polymath. What about these ads that claim to learn AI in 15 minutes a day and become a millionaire? Oh, that's this.
You can make money with ChatGPT.
Okay, so Stephen, great question. Thank you for asking that question. I just talked to, I don't know if you're here earlier. I was talking about on Stack Overflow, the traffic on a site that was about asking experts their opinions on how to solve problems has basically fallen off a cliff. No one's using it anymore. Like no one's using it because everyone can ask ChatGPT to answer their questions. They don't have to ask other programmers. That's gonna happen for everything. So there's a thing that's going on is one of the things that those sleazy marketing people, and I really do think they are sleazy, 15 minutes a day practicing AI, you can make money with ChatGPT. Why it's bullshit, I mean, there's a couple of reasons it's bullshit. One of the reasons it's bullshit is that everybody who experiences AI for the first time, they realize, oh my God, it's remarkable. I can do all this stuff that I couldn't do before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell people I can now do all this stuff. And then they wonder why the phone doesn't ring. Because everyone's having that exact same epiphany at the same time. Oh my God, I can do all this stuff. I'm going to tell people I can do all this stuff. And everyone else is just going and asking ChatGPT for that help. They're not asking other people. So that's one of the problems. The second problem
You can make money with ChatGPT.
with these assholes is that people don't pay you money because you can use AI. They don't pay you money because you can use Photoshop. They don't pay you money because you know how to use a shovel. They pay you money because they need a hole. And you happen to know how to use a shovel and have one and are willing to do the work to dig them a hole, right? You hire someone because you need pictures edited and refined and made more beautiful. And so the fact that they can use Photoshop is secondary to the problem that they're solving. It's the exact same thing with AI. How you make money with AI is you take things that you're good at, things that you're passionate about, things where you know there's a problem to be solved, and then you can either tell them you're using AI or not. It doesn't fucking matter if you use AI. Like, let's say that you're really passionate about rewriting restaurant menus. That you, one of your passions in life is you think restaurant menus suck and they should be entertaining. And so you go in and you say, I'm going to make your menu entertaining, and you know, it's going to raise your ticket price by 15%. You know, it's all about the desserts. We're going to feature the desserts in this crazy way. And they're like, okay, I want more money. And yeah, our menu's really boring. I'd like to see what you do with it. Whether you go off and manually rewrite their menu or you use ChatGPT to do that, I think that's irrelevant to the conversation. If you can do it well and fast and for less money than they give you, then you've made money, right? So my philosophy on how you make money with ChatGPT is how you make money with a shovel. You find a problem and you solve it. And if you solve it in a way, either cheaper, better, or faster than someone else can, then you'll make money. And with AI, the promise of AI is that you can solve it faster, better, and cheaper, right? It used to be, you've got these three things, pick any two, right? You can have it faster and better. Wait, you can have it, slower. I don't know, whatever it is. I forget all the math of that, but faster, better, cheaper. You can now do all three: quality, price, and time. Yeah, exactly. It used to be that if you wanted it better, it would take longer. Now it can be better and fast and cheap. So good, fast, cheap. Yeah, exactly. If there was a problem, I'll solve it. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Some people are just problem solvers, and they make money because they're like, in any situation, they're like, I can help you solve that. Now with AI, you can do that. So the purpose of the 15 minutes a day, that I actually agree with, right? Have a daily practice. Jim Ross sets his timer for an hour. I've now decided to make these sessions a place where I can practice my AI stuff on my projects, although tonight we haven't gotten there yet. All right, we're going to do Joy's video. Who's this from? This is from Archetypal Architect, the Fractal Architecture of Consciousness. Let's go look at this quick. The Foundation of Being, Microbial Life, Sentient Species, The Rise of Narrative. Oh, this is cool. Augmented and Creative Minds, Digital Gods, The Fractal Pattern. Let's see. Ecological Networks, The Con. Mimetic Life Forms, Transcending Biology, The Odin Mind, Known Digital Gods. No layer is better. Each is simply less blind than the one below it. That's cool. Beautiful. All right. Let's see. Joy Purdy's video. For homework, I decided to remake this 40-second video each year to track how AI models evolve and how I grow as a filmmaker. How cool is that? Mind your tabs. Am I on the wrong? Oh, yeah. Okay. Mind it right now. Boom. It jumped. This is Joy Purdy. Well, I remember this. I think I've seen this. I saw an earlier version of this book. Wow, that's super cool. Man, AI is getting so good, man. It really is. So cool. Archetypal, that's what my novel's all about. Oh, that's super cool. That your novel's all about. Oh, now I know why it's a pile of pages. This is the plot of your novel. It's gonna be a thick one. Yeah, it's a thicker book. It's gonna take you a while. Yeah. There's a lot there. It's pretty much all the answers of the universe, all the questions, and then detailed answers of each one. Yeah, simple. Read the caption. Which caption? Book 1 is 850 pages. Wow, amazing. Okay. Scroll up just a little. Oh, wait. Oh, I see. Up here. Since I published the first book of the novel series I've been writing for several years, I had Notebook LM whip me up an infographic that explores my fractal plot lines. This one focuses on how evolution works at many layers of existence. Wow. Cool. You know, even with AI, this makes my head hurt. It actually doesn't. It's actually it's pretty clear. It's quite beautiful. I always admire people that can take a big idea and follow it forward. I suppose I'm doing that a little bit with Sydney with the musical. It's one of the reasons I like having a partner is that you can maintain momentum. I feel like you archetypal are good at doing this on your own, which is amazing. The answer is 42. Imagine me trying to keep it all straight, way past where the AI loses track. Oh my God. Like the lack of the context window problem where with large context windows, it gets confused in the middle of the context window. I bet this was an absolute nightmare to deal with. Fascinating. Cool. Okay. So anyway, so where this is, we're over at the AI Salon, and if you come over here and join, there's like 4 little things to get started. The second one is introduce yourself. You should do that. You should look at our values of the community. And then there's events and community feed, and then there's little different areas: play and create, learn and grow, and then advocacy and policy and partnership and things like that. So lots of things to do here. Lots of amazing people. So go do that. Okay. Notion. Here we are, people. We're here. So let me orient you. So with the help, I'm going to get rid of this. Let's see, move that to trash. Okay. With the help of Vicky, I'm still at the salon. Oh, I got to share different. Hold, please. Okay. With the help of Vicky, I set up a Notion board where I've got business areas, and these are sort of my higher level containers. So I've got Storyvine, I've got the Practice Engine LLC, I've got the AI Salon, I've got Content Evolution, I've got Kyle Shannon Media, so my writing projects and things like that. And then underneath these, I have projects. Right? And so they sit inside. Well, I only have 2 of them. So part of the work we're doing today is populating this. And so I have an idea. So one of the cool things about Notion now is that it's got this little dude at the bottom. This dude right here. And what did I name mine? I forget what I named him. But whatever. Doesn't matter. Merlin or something stupid. TikTok pin. You can do it, Kyle. Deep breath. I know, Jesus. I so don't want to be doing this. I so don't want to be doing this. DQ Blizzard. I'm over here now so I can. Harry. I called him Harry. That's right. Thank you. Vicky, my second brain, who helped me set up Notion, also remembers the name of my little AI dude, Harry. So Harry, you can ask him to do stuff for you. So here's my idea. My idea is, here's what I would normally do pre-AI days, is I would go up to this level. I would go to my business areas and I'd look at these, and then I would go to my Finder where I have these folders. And I got to do date modified. And so here they are, all are at the top. And so I've got the AI Salon. I've got, which I think is just a hyperlink, a reference to another Google Drive folder. Let's see. Start simple. Is Notion a website builder or an app on my computer? Vicky can answer that. I have no idea. I know that Notion is a relational database. I know that it is what I'm building right now is a fancy to-do list, which I've already vibe coded a project tracker to-do list thing. So there's a part of me that's wanting to resist this because I've already done this work and I don't use that thing as much as I should, but whatever. Okay. Let's see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these folders. I'm going to close any subfolders. That one I'm going to leave closed. Okay. Experiments I'm not going to worry about right now. But music I will. Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to screenshot this. I don't know if you can see my little screenshot window, but I've got a screenshot window. So I'm going to screenshot this. And And I'm going to go to Chat GPT. And I'm going to say, create me a an outline where the top levels are the business areas and the subfolders are projects. Ignore stand alone documents if they don't seem like projects. I don't like this. Why go to ChatGPT when you give it to the Notion agent? Oh, I'll just shut up and watch. Let's try to do this in Notion. Okay. So I'm going to, hey, Harry, I'm going to paste in that thing for Harry. Did it paste it in? Image. You've run out of free responses. Vicky, this is the point where I normally go, great, fuck it, and leave. Oh my God. Okay. So I got to pay for it. So I got to write a check. Shock collar. Where's the damn shock collar? Why is my mouth dry? $24 a month. All right. Thank you, Brandon. Is this worth $24 a month? Tom Nodler laughing his ass off. Kelly, tell me it's worth it. It's called Notion Anxiety. I'm waiting for Kelly Camp to say it's worth $24 a month. I know, Vicky. I know it's worth it to you, but you've got skills that I don't. like what's that one called? Follow through. Oh, Kelly's gone silent on me. I'm on my own here. All right, I think I'm gonna do it. Just ask Harry for help. Is it worth it not to? Well, I'm still gonna have to learn. You will acquire said skills. I know. Okay. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. This is not about you. Please agree to the terms of service. How about you bite my butt? Okay. Use your saved information. Okay. Yeah. Vicky costs more than $24 a month. That's true. Okay, I'm getting out a credit card. I'm doing it. Oh my God, people. I ache. And for whatever reason, Notion can't access any of my saved credit cards on my machine, so I'm having to manually type everything in. This is every fiber of my being is screaming, run. Do not do this, which is probably this is one of the things that Liz Miller-Gershfeld talks about in our AI Salon Mastermind Practice Lab, is that, those things that are confronting to you, those things where there's upset and angst, there's generally gold on the other side of that. So yes, thank you, Liz. Thank you, Liz, in my mind. Mrs. Shannon's gonna make you sleep in the garage tonight. Oh my God. I am following my own advice and just going monthly. All right, I think I'm almost there, Brandon. Wait, hang on a sec. Plan. Okay. Upcoming invoice. Edit method. Okay, we're going. Welcome to Notion. All right. Back to, does that have, okay. So wait, I'm in business areas. So let me go up a layer. So I've got the image. Okay. Here is an image of my directories for my business areas and then projects underneath them. By the way, the answer to your question, Vicky, about why do I go to ChatGPT when I could just do it in Notion is I think it's basically just old guy behavior, or it's just maybe it's ADD behavior where it's like I know how to use ChatGPT well enough to know predictably what it's going to give me. And so if I know I want a certain kind of input for some other tool, like one of the things that frustrates me madly is I come to Notion to try this and then it isn't as good as ChatGPT, and then that drives me crazy. So I tend to just use the tools that I know, which I know kind of flies in the face of play with purpose. But I'm also just a dude. Okay, muscle memory. Yeah, exactly. Where you are doesn't matter as long as you tell it where to put it. Okay, so let's see. Here's an image of my directories for my business areas and then projects underneath each of them. There are some standalone docs that are not projects. You can ignore them. I want you to modify my business areas and projects here to match the hierarchy in the image. All right. Come on, Harry. Do me proud. Oh, don't forget to say put them in the project database. I didn't say that. But it said something about databases, I think I saw. Let's see how good Harry is, even without my my Vicky recommended specifics. Now you have a set calendar event to cancel if you don't like it. Oh, that would be so Mimi, that's really good. That would be a responsible practice like act. I think that's a really good idea. That's a really good idea. Okay. We're going to do that. In fact, while Harry is crafting my Notion, let's go over to my calendar. And this is January. So wait, what's today? Today is the 5th. So I'm going to go to February 4th. And in the middle of the day, I'm going to say, cancel Notion subscription if you are not using it! Exclamation point. Boom! Look at me acting like a fucking adult. I just tell Siri to do it for me. I have so not used Siri. Siri, I've got Apple PTSD where I've been with Apple long enough that I remember when they used to be good, and that pretty much ended when Steve Jobs died. And so I've just been in a state of denial and conscientious objector ever since. Okay, does it say crafting, crapping, or crashing? Crafting. Okay, wait. Oh, wait. What's going on here? It's doing something. What I changed, I renamed. Oh, this is cool. I renamed the business areas to match the folder names: AI Salon, KS Writer, KS Finances, KS AI Consulting, KS Monetizable Projects. I created the missing business areas of KS keynotes, speaking, and podcast appearances, and KS music. I updated the project to business assignment areas where I could. What's still missing? Your screenshot shows additional project folders like AI Selling, Storyvine, but those projects do not currently exist as pages in your project. Yes, create the missing projects in the project database and associate with the right business area. Okay. So Harry said he did the work, and now Harry's going to finish the work. Serious crap now. So old guy behavior. Yes, old guy behavior is why I went to ChatGPT. Now listen, if this actually does this is one of those dopamine moments where I'm going to continue forward. Okay. Let's see. Created and linked projects under KS monetizable projects, CE Collab, Launchpad Workshop, Storyvine Selling, AI Festivus, AI Readiness Training Program, under KS Keynote, AI Podcast, under KS Writer, Feature. Okay. So, in theory, we're going to go to business areas. And here's the things. Oh, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have Harry's going to help us put appropriate emojis before the other business areas. I'm going to say, hey, Harry, let's see, music and KS keynotes have fun emojis. Make appropriate emojis. How do you spell emoji? Shut up. He doesn't even know how to spell emoji. I went on this thing called the AI Learning Lab, and I thought I was expecting to learn something, but he didn't even know how to spell emojis. It was very concerning to me. All right, make appropriate emojis for the boring ones. Icons, Kyle, icons. Well, but they are emojis. It puts the right icons in my recipes. Love it. If you're new here, if you're trying to figure out what the hell is going on, this is the AI Learning Lab. I am using this time to work on some personal stuff that, like, on a daily basis, I want to be making progress using AI to move my projects forward. And I want to do it like a practice. And part of doing it like a practice means doing stuff that feels distasteful. Okay, so now I've got consulting is a handshake, finances is a bag of money. That's good. Keynotes is a microphone. Monetizable projects is a rocket. Music is music. Writers writing. And AI Salon is a magic wand. AI Salon is a community. While I like the wand, is there something better? Help me, Harry. Help me, Harry. I like the brain. Oh, a martini for the salon vibe. Let's go martini. Let's go martini. Okay. Beautiful. Done. And there it is. Done. Martini, right? Okay, so that's good. And then by theme, okay. So now, by theme. Does this have themes? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna have so what we set up here, what Vicky helped me set up was here's our business areas. I don't think we need status here because these are business areas, so we're not gonna have status. So status is not right. So Harry, remove the status column. Since these let's use a martini since Hot Pockets is not an emoji. That's good. Okay. Remove the status column since these are business areas, not projects. Also, I want you to take a crack at assigning the correct theme for each business area. I might not need themes at this level either, but that's okay. Let's see what it can do. Okay. So Harry's going to help us get rid of that column. We probably don't need an owner column. Dates. We might need dates. I think dates could be important. Yeah, dates is really important. Like AI Festivus. Well, AI Festivus is inside one of these. Maybe it's not as important. Okay. Priority and then theme. All right. So it hasn't done anything with themes yet. It's cooking. Look, we no longer have status. That's gone. I removed status. Ooh, it assigned themes. Let's see. Oh, look how cool that is. All right, Vicky and Kelly and whoever if Cindy Coon's in here, you freaky people that are like, I love Notion. Notion's great. You should really try it. All right, fine. I'm digging it. I'm digging this. All right. AI, can I move these columns? I bet I can. I bet I can just drag it, right? Oh, yeah. Yep. You see what I'm saying there, people? All right. Let's tell Harry. Since I am the only owner, that column seems dumb. Let's see if Harry can understand stupid talk. Vicky on YouTube. Enough dopamine. Getting there, Vicky, but I'm still, it's pretty cool. I'm tempted. I know, Silver Fox, it's not bad. It's not bad. Listen, let me tell you, my expectations for what I was going to have to do tonight was to go in and manually change all the project names and manually change, or the business area names, manually change stuff. So the fact that it just did it, and the fact that it went on ahead and gave me theme suggestions. Wait, did it not? It didn't understand what I wanted to do there. Or did it? Let's see if it removed the owner column. No, remove the owner column. So Harry doesn't understand stupid prompts. All right, that's gone. And then there's priority. I don't even know that we need that. So AI consulting is AI amplified marketing. Finances is monetizable content. Yeah, that doesn't really fit nicely in a theme, does it? AI Salon, people-centered project management. Yeah, these don't really fit. All right, so I'll have to deal with that. Okay, now let's go look at projects. So if I go, where to go? Go back to my control board. Oh, Vicky, I have a question. How these are all sort of like projects is way down here at the bottom. Like how this page is laid out sucks. because I kind of want to see the hierarchy. Like here's business areas, and then there's projects below that. Can I drag this up here? Like to here? Yes. Okay. Fine. Fine. Tell Harry to fix the page layout. Okay. Harry, the page layout here kind of sucks and is unintuitive. Can you help me make it better? I am purposely putting in a shitty prompt because we're all going to do shitty prompts. And so I'll do the shittiest prompts, and then you can do. Wait, what did it? Ooh, what did it do? What's it doing? It's doing all sorts of shit. I absolutely. I reorganized the control board. Do next today. And then I've got business areas. Here's the projects I'm working on. Well, this is kind of cool. Oh yeah, there's the business area. And I can sort by business area? Yeah. To do. In progress, to do, complete. So let's see. Some of these are complete. Okay, so wait. So like the Kai Health video is complete. AI Festivus is complete. Although there's stuff to do for Festivus. In progress. To do is not a category here. Vibe project man. Harry equals vibe project management. That's pretty good. This one's complete. See collab, storyline selling, and futures. Book project is complete. Fetty is complete. Okay. So I'm going to say, Harry, this is great. This is great. But don't show me complete projects and primary sort should be on business area, and then alpha for projects in each biz area. Okay. So I'm not starting to get religion on this. I'm starting to see that. Okay, here's what's really good about this. One of the things that prevents me, like in my business in Storyvine, we use Trello, and someone who's good at project management set up the Trello, workflow, and it's changed over the years and things like that. But when I'm setting these things up myself, one of the things that drives me fucking insane is I'll put together a structure and then I'll start working with it and realize that structure doesn't work. And then what I have to do is I have to go, oh God, and I go to a whiteboard and I'm like, what order should it be in? What should I do? And then I kind of have to map. What do I need to undo? What do I need to rename? What do I need to, and then at just some point I just abandon it because I don't feel like doing that shitty work, which that's something I'm working on as a human, to just do the shitty work. But also, if a tool like this can do the shitty work of like, I have a new idea for how I want to organize this, I can just tell it. That's pretty cool. That I like. That I'm digging. Kyle, thank you for everything you do. You give me the confidence to go all in on AI. That's awesome, Victor. Thank you. And in fact, I'm trying to do something here. I am working, excuse me. I'm working really hard to really take in acknowledgments. I've had a fair amount of breakthroughs in the past month or so. And one of the things that I realized is that because I have historically disassociated myself from the things I've created, I'm sitting in the back seat, not driving. I'm disassociated from the feedback that I get from you all, which is often, and it's quite generous. And it struck me how shitty and unfair it is to all of you when you say nice things to me that I don't actually take it in. So I just screenshotted that. So let me show you something cool. I've got myself a journal for my daily practice and for some coaching work I'm doing. And then I have this. I bought myself this really cool Japanese toolbox, and I'm just going to fill it like Cindy Kuhn has her bucket of Post-it notes that are shit she got done. This is going to be filled with printed out or handwritten acknowledgments that I get from people. And I'm going to fucking fill this thing up. So anyway, so thank you for that. I so get that. Good for you, Kyle. Yeah, I know, right, Corey? It's like I'm sure you've got, a similar sort of thing where you get all sorts of acknowledgement, and if you're anything like me, you're like, yeah, I'll get that. No, that's good. Thanks. It's terrific. I'm glad I, did that for you. That's great. I'm gonna go make a pot now. So I totally get it. Okay, done. Your project's view now hides anything where it's status complete. Sorts by business area first, then A to Z within each area. So Harry understood what I asked for. Now let's go see if Harry did it right. Let's close Harry. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Keynote speaking. Okay, and so now, AI podcast. So now I need to, under keynotes, add a project for write a keynote presentation, as well as a project for speakers bureaus. Spelled wrong, but it'll figure it out. Okay, I think I'm digging this. Look how fast that was just done. Like, okay. So look, people. So normally what I would have to do is I would have to add a new page, and then it would add a thing, and then I would have to type stuff in, and then I would have to manually connect it to one of the business areas. All right. Oh, I spelled it correctly. I inadvertently spelled bureaus correctly. That's good. And then for any one of these, I can open. I still don't know what to do with these when they're open. Okay. And then this status of to do is wrong. So status, what would be the status? So this is project status. Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do EOS. Okay. For project, for project status, I want them to be just starting, off track, on track, complete. Change anything that is currently in progress or to do. It's currently in progress or to do to we'll just start with on track. Also, on track should be green. Off track should be yellow. Complete should be, I don't know, purple. And just starting should be blue. I also think we need a status called shit show, on fire. Okay, we'll call it shit show for now. Shit show. That is red for when a project is in major need of attention. Okay. Dumpster fire. I think dumpster fire is better. Dumpster fire is good. Train wreck's not bad. Dumpster fire is good. Okay, this is good. I think shit show's a little aggressive. Train wreck. I think I'm going to go train wreck. Not on hold. It's not on hold, Caverno. This is projects where it's like, you know, those projects where you just keep ignoring it and you're like, this is going to be bad. This is going to be bad. If I keep ignoring it, this is going to be bad. And then it is. Needs more than a Band-Aid. Exactly. It's just a flesh wound. Okay, let's go look. Do we have look, everything's on track. Look how awesome that is. But look, shit show. I can make one a shit show. That's so good. Just starting. This is really good. Okay. So let's see. Kai Health video. Okay. So this is complete. Veti is complete. So, oh, that's cool. As soon as I turn it to complete, it makes it disappear. So it was smart enough to know to do that. The AI podcast, that's going to be a keynote thing. So we'll call that one on track. We'll call that one just starting. Speakers bureaus, that's just starting. Write a keynote presentation, just starting. 10-person team workshop, on track. I would call that off track. That needs attention. That's good. AI Festivus, on track. Launchpad workshop, complete. AI readiness training project. I think that's on track. That's in pretty good shape right now. CE Collab that's mostly on track. Storyvine selling is off track. That's something I need to get working on. So that is yellow. This color coding's working for me. I'm liking this. AI futures is complete. feed your prompt, I would call that off track because I changed the name of the book again. And Sydney is on track, so this is good. So let's go ask Harry. Let's change shit show. I think dumpster fire, train wreck dumpster. I think dumpster fire because dumpster fire implies that you got to put the fire out. 2, dumpster fire. Okay. All right. All right, people, listen. For those of you that are sitting there like, Kyle, Notion sucks and you're going to hate it and you're never going to like it. I am trending toward, I think this could be a very powerful tool. My instinct has always been that this is going to be a nightmare to set up. It is more of a nightmare than I thought it would be, but having little Harry here to just do my work for me, I'm kind of digging Harry. All right. I would need some completed stuff to stay on the list so I can feel the payoff. Well, don't forget these projects, like I haven't even gotten to the to-do lists underneath each one of these projects yet. Is this a paid version or a free version? It was a free version until I used Harry one too many times. and then Harry said, actually, right as I started tonight, I went to ask Harry if he could reorganize my projects. And Harry said, yeah, you're going to, hey, I got an idea there for you, Kyle. How about maybe go fuck yourself? Harry did not, he said, unless I'm giving him money, he will not be helping tonight. So I went and I forked out the money. And thanks, I think it was Mimi's suggestion, I went into my calendar and I made a calendar event the day before this day next month and said, if you're not using Motion, cancel the subscription. Harry has a damned attitude. He does. Harry's got a bit of a situation. Dumpster fire. Love it. Look at that. That's so good. Dumpster fire. So good. All right. Okay, now. So now I have a container. Let's see, 10-person team workshop. We've got the keynote up there. Festivus, we got collab. Do I have my, oh, I do. Hang on. Sometimes it's good to have a fucking shitty, messy desk. See this? This is my map of all my projects that I did in Nano Banana. There's my brain. And then here's all the projects that came out of my brain. There's a lot of overlap here, but I got a lot of shit going on. So let me look at this and see if there's anything missing from my project. Storyboard Mastermind. Oh, Practice Engine LLC. Let's see. Let me go to business areas. I guess that's under AI Salon. Okay. Let's see. Under AI Salon, create a project TikTok pin. You need 3 days before. Oh, 3 days before. Sorry to say that. Fine, I can fix that. Here, look, here it is here. Cancel Notion subscription. Edit. You want 3 days before? You got 3 days before. Boom. Look at that. Done. We don't screw around here. That was 2 days before. No, it's on the 5th. And now I made it for the 2nd. So that's 3 days before. It was 1 day before, and I made it 2 more. I'm good. Kyle, how about doing emergent 1 day vibe code? What? I don't know what that means, Corey. Demoing emergent. Oh, it's like Lovable? Oh. Okay. I could do that. Well, let me before I run and do that, under Salon, create a project called Practice engine product practice engine offering. Okay. Let me looking at Salon meetings. Okay. Learning lab. Do I don't have the learning lab in here, do I? And that should go under, I don't know. Let's call Learning Lab a monetizable project. We could, well, this, I make $20 a month on the AI Learning Lab. Occasionally something comes in. All right, monetizable projects. Yeah, so we'll put it under that. Okay, under monetizable projects. Create project for AI Learning Lab. Okay. My darn thumbs and autocorrect are horrors. It's another vibe coding thing. All right, beautiful. Vicky, yes. Is that working well, Kelly? Hey, Kyle, in solidarity, I'm having Notion reorganize my entire database. Oh my gosh. It's Harry, Frank's evil twin brother. It's been real fart, folks, but this old fart has to go to bed. First day of school for my kids tomorrow, so I'm up at 5. Oh my God. Sorry about that. Later, Tom. Okay, what time is it? Oh, it's getting to be time. Okay, just added. So let's go back to control board. So our control board has this nice area now. Look at all my projects, people. Okay, now. So let me add something. Okay, I've got something. Under AI podcast project, add a to-do for this week to have AI, Gemini or chat, Gemini question mark, generate a keynote presentation outline out of the transcript of the Michael of the AI podcast Okay, let's see if it does that. I mean, I know it'll do that. Let's see if it makes sense what it does. So are you liking Notion? I don't know yet. I'm liking that I can tell Harry's my little dude here. I'm liking that I can tell Harry what I want and it just does it. I think I'm really going to like it when I start populating all this stuff and populating it with notes. And I don't know, like I know that the more information that goes into Notion and then can get assigned to these projects, the more powerful it's going to become. So I'm at the point right now where I'm like, okay, here's the metaphor. I know that in the end, what I want is a giant life-size statue of maybe a human being, but maybe a human being with like a monster parts. And where I am right now is I'm like, I've got a roll of wire and I'm starting to like bend the wire into the armature for the, like, I'm just starting on one of the feet. And so right now I've got like some twisted up wire that's starting to look like a foot skeleton that I'm going to put clay on. But I've got like this whole rest of the thing to imagine and build the structure for before I even start putting clay on it. So that's, and where I am right now is Harry is helping me bend the wire for the feet, telling me what to do, doing a little bit of the work for me. TikTok question. The pin went away. Are these just headings for projects right now, but no info and files? That's correct. Right now, help, writing a children's book for trauma, recommended AI. Literally doesn't matter. Any of them are good. Which one do you currently use? Is it, here's the thing about people swear by Claude as being a better writer. But better writer is very, very subjective. You might see something that Gemini writes, and that resonates more with you than something that Claude writes. Also, all of these tools can be modified to write more like you write by prompting them smartly or writing system instructions. So it really doesn't matter. I would say the two for writing a children's book right now that I would recommend are Gemini and ChatGPT, because both of them have really good image generation tools within them that can generate text, can do consistent characters, and they're also really good at the narrative. So I would try those two, Gemini or ChatGPT. I just lost that pin again. Could someone pin that again? Have you ever tried vibe coding to self-host to reduce subscriptions? No. It's not a bad idea. But if I wanted to do that, I would probably just go to, something like what you call it, like Poe. Like Poe lets you use lots of models. I don't think I need to vibe code something up where I can get access to multiple subscriptions. My problem with those kind of sites is that they tend to be a compromise from the core site, right? Like Poe, if you don't like the basic Poe interface and the Poe layout, it's like that for every tool, right? It's always the same for every tool. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. Like I just don't like the UI for Poe. I think they meant open source. Doing it with open source. I said this earlier. I'm a Mac guy. And so I've been avoiding open source tools like the plague because I don't have a machine powerful enough to really run them. And I don't have the hard drive space to run them. I just got a gaming PC yesterday and I set it up and I've installed LM Studio and Pinocchio, and I'm gonna start playing with open source models. I don't have the time or patience to really go deeply into that world. I also, the open source stuff feels like it's just behind, like it's lagging just behind the frontier model companies. I think there are probably some arguments where there might be things like DeepSeek that are ahead or at least in parity. But I'm not going to be able to run those versions locally, right? Like, so it's like running things locally feels like a compromise to me. So I don't know. So that's where I am right now is not really. It's not a bad idea though. It's not a bad idea. And quite frankly, in 2026, I would imagine that the efficiency of the models might get to the point that something that you can run on a gaming PC without, multiple graphics cards is good enough to do that. Like, I think that could happen in 2026. GenSpark has gotten very good at layering models and making them better. I love GenSpark. I'm a huge fan of GenSpark. More controls, more choice. Its personality is great. I think GenSpark, of all the things, I know that Meta just bought Manus, which I find mind-blowing, but good for Manus. I like GenSpark better than Manus. But I think Manus is a bit more like I think of it like GenSpark is kind of like, I was trying to think of a car metaphor. I can't really. Manus is like an erector set, and GenSpark is like Legos. There you go. There's your metaphor. There's your toys from the 80s metaphor. Although erector sets from the 50s. Okay. Let's see. Modify. Added to do for this week. Use Gemini. So if I go to AI Podcasts now and I open this, hang on. So if I go here and I hit open, where do I see my task? Tasks. Use Gemini. The due date is January 9th. All right, hang on. Let me close this. This is a business area. So I'm going to go project work. Business area. Status to do. Okay. Okay. So that kind of worked. So then I think, so you don't need to watch me do this. I think my next thing to do now is to use Harry to go put in all my to-dos, my tasks. Ask Harry to add the task to the projects. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm going to do. GenSpark is more user-friendly. One more step. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then I'll have that. And then, okay, so Vicky, so here's one more question for tonight. So I get that I've got it set up with business areas, projects underneath them. I've got overall status of the projects if I want to look at that, including dumpster fire. Within the projects, I've got tasks, I've got to-dos. I might rename tasks something more, less businessy. What else do you use Notion for? Like, what are you putting in the project pages? Or what are you putting in, like, what other shit are you putting in here? Because right now, this just is like a fancy to-do list. And I know it can do so much more than that. So, and anyone can answer this, not just Vicky. If anyone uses Notion, I'd like to understand, like, what are the other things I should be thinking about populating this with? Mouse battery very low. This is one of those beautiful Apple mice where when you charge it, you can't use it because they put the charging port on the bottom where you use the mouse. Resources, reminders to pay or stop bills. Resources, like what? Like documents, Vicky? Like you put like a Word document in here? That's why I bought a trackpad. All right, I'll start to figure out what resources means next time. Okay, so while I've got you here, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed watching an old guy try to install software. Welcome to the AI Learning Lab, where you too can watch someone stumble through life. But listen, this is how we learn, man. This is part of the daily practice, part of how we get better at this shit is you've got to sit through the uncomfortable stuff and figure out if something is actually for you. I may do all this work and ultimately realize it ain't for me, but I'm willing to go through it. I feel like enough people that I respect have been telling me it's worth the time, it's worth the investment, that I'm going to give it a shot. And it sucks going through it, right? All my API keys are under the tools they belong to. Oh, that's really smart. That's really good. Okay, so a couple of things. If you did not see AI Festivus, you missed out on a huge thing. It was 24 hours of content over 2 days, December 26th and 27th. It was a really remarkable event. There's a sneak preview of my musical Sydney in there. There's just all sorts of very, very inspiring talks. You can get the deluxe replay bundle, which includes all of the videos, all of the transcripts, Jellypod podcasts, just all sorts of stuff from Festivus for $27. So if you go to aifestivus.com, you can get the replay bundle for $27. Like, it is ridiculous how cheap that is. So go do that if you haven't, even if you just want to support the event because it was free to everyone who watched it. I want you to join the AI Salon. So if you go to community.thesalon.ai, it's on screen right there. If you haven't joined, go and join. Tomorrow night, we've got our monthly meeting. It's called AI Salon Presents. And we've got about a dozen speakers from AI Festivus who are coming back to tell us what they talked about at Festivus and what they think is going to happen in 2026. It's going to be really cool. So that's happening tomorrow night from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So come do that. And then the final things, one of the groups within the AI Salon is called AI Life Hacks that is hosted by producer Brandon and Claire Jacobs, Dr. J. And they put together AI Life Hacks, and they bring in people to talk about that. So that's Wednesday night at what, 5 Mountain Time, Brandon? Is that correct? It's in the AI Salon. If you go to events, it's in there. 5:30. Okay. And then finally, on January 17th, save the date, it's a Saturday, Corey Sandler, who's in the house tonight, is going to be doing an LOL, a learn out loud. And I think it's on image generation. Is that correct? My custom GPT directory is in Notion. Oh, cool. Code blocks. Okay. Sorry, still remembering. Process templates. Proud of you. Thank you, DQ. I'm proud of me too. I got over a hump of, like, I set this up with Vicky, whatever it was, a week ago, and I haven't touched it since because I was kind of intimidated by, I don't feel like going in there and typing all those project names. And I didn't. I just screenshotted my Finder hierarchy and it matched it. So this now matches my Finder hierarchy. That's super cool. And then, yeah, the Corey Sandler Learn Out Loud is going to be about image making. If you've not watched how Corey curates and finds her voice with AI images, it is really something to behold. I haven't seen it in a while, so that's great. Yes, Corey's doing image generation, iterations to rabbit holes. Good. Yeah. She runs down creative rabbit holes that I find my brain doesn't work that way. It's so cool to watch someone who can do that really well. Beautiful. All right. Fantastic, everyone. Hope you had a good time tonight. This is what it's like to be in a daily practice. You just do the work. You just do the work. Sometimes the work, whatever it was, 3-4 nights ago, I was crying like a baby. Tonight it was kind of miserable. We got some dopamine hits. Harry helped us through the rough patches. I'm starting to see some value in Notion. I don't quite get it yet, but like all the stuff that Vicky just said, she puts in Notion, it's starting to make sense. Prompts and code snippets and API keys and all sorts of shit like that. And when you have it hooked into ChatGPT, as Kelly Camp does, and I assume Vicky does as well, you can just be in ChatGPT and be updating shit and pulling shit out of Notion. There's something really big here. There's something good here. We don't love it yet, but we haven't given up. That's it. All right. So we will vibe code with Emergent maybe tomorrow. Sometime this week we'll do that. Beautiful. All right. All have a good night. Hope you had fun, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.